So, what does one do when the whole world is on fire and you find yourself in a perfect storm? Well, I paddleboarded, but well, one, you must first acknowledge that you're in a perfect storm, that you don't control anything or everything, and that the only thing you can control is yourself. And you know what? Frankly, that's enough. Because honestly, when we think about it, how many out of control folks do you just see out here in the world these days? Just out of control. They cannot control themselves. They cannot control the spirit, that demon of greed and hate and envy, especially envy. That motherfucker's a beast. Leviathan's a motherfucker. I like the fact that people name spirits. You know, I like to put it in simpler terms. It's your heart. You know, when they say, hey, it's not the size of the dog, it's the heart. They mean it's that dog spirit. So, yeah. It took me some time to take this on as the challenge. It was not a slight against my ego and pride, which was demolished. Talk about an ego death. Shit, these fuckers dragged my ass. They're gonna try to drag me some more before it's all over, but at the end of the day, that's right, baby. See my baby go out here and get him a little dip in the lake. At the end of the day, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I serve a God that says his will be done. I believe that. You should believe it too. Because that's exactly why you're going in front of a judge. It's not me. It's not my will or my might. But you won't believe that. You're gonna call that crazy. Well, I tell you what. Who the hell are you gonna hold on to when the bombs go off over your head, baby? What are you gonna lean on? Because it's not gonna be your control. It's not gonna be your strength. It's not even gonna be your money. None of those things are gonna stop it. What are you gonna lean on when the storm comes? Well, that's a question for you, because here comes the storm. You're in it now. And while I need to get this out before I get in front of a judge, because you need to be able to speak to executives like 5-year-olds, because that's the attention span they're going to give you for whatever you say. Judges, CEOs, everything. They have lots of shit to do that day, on any given day, and they need the highlights. And I knew for a fact, until I was able to explain it to a judge like a 5-year-old, like he was a 5-year-old, then it wouldn't be ready to talk to the judge. I wouldn't be ready to talk to the judge yet. And I'm not talking about his intellect. I'm saying that at some point you like to just know what happened. All of the theatrics that you see on TV and that these lawyers or anything, sometimes you write and how would a lawyer say it? I'm not a lawyer. I'm going to tell you how an engineer would say it. We're going to hit the highlights. We're going to go for the foundation of anything that you put together, and we're going to find the part that it breaks, and then we're going to break it. For you, that would be 2015. That puts you right into the window of 10 years, buddy. 10 years for fraud. 6 years from the time I find out. Do you understand? So it was never about when. For me, I knew I had time. But I have to get on with my life. And you cannot go. Not in a matter of reading your records, any of that shit. When I'm through, there will be no record. All of it will be expunged as the fraud it is, exposed as fraud and then expunged. And then I'm going to go about my happy, merry life, what's left of it. But what's left of it, you will ensure, is the most luxurious life I've ever spent in my life. And so it's funny how things work out. And as for winning, game's over. You have been pinned and skewed to your decisions. It's my favorite strategy in chess. And if I sacrifice my queen purposely. Checkmate follows, or the game is going to end. Period.